Hello my family, it is Crochet Friday, and today I promised you that we were going to work on mats, cotton, 100% pure cotton mats for canning. These are excellent with absorbing water from your jars when you pull them out of the canner. Plus they protect your jars from anything against a cold surface like your countertops or table, whatever. A towel can tend to be thin, but these are a nice consistent softness and absorbency that I felt that I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to do that. Now I am using an aqua colored for this one. Hopefully you'll be able to see my stitching better, but this is what we're going to use. Now I had taught you last week how to use the single stitch and how to use how to chain. Now with using the single stitch and making your pot holders, it should have been super simple, so you should know right now, by now, how to do a chain and single stitching. And it's almost like writing sentences, and I'm sorry, that's kind of what this is. So I told you this week would be on half double crochet, or we could do a double crochet, but I'm actually going to teach you, I'll do a double crochet on something else. We're going to do a half double crochet because this is a thicker base. It's also nicer for your canning jars. I'm going to teach you how to half double crochet and how to do it from back loops only. Now, in abbreviation to a pattern, half double crochet will be HDC. And then if it's in back loop only, it will be HDCBLO. So these are, write these down so you will know in your patterns. I'm going to give you the pattern as we work it. So write this stuff down. I'm going to try, I guess I'll try to put it in the description box below. I do have a lot going on right now, so I'm trying to work at catching up. Honestly, the last 2 weeks has been kind of chaotic, hectic on this homestead, and it's a situation I really don't want to talk about, but it's been a situation, so it has put me behind on everything. I am at this point watching all of my parsley even bolting. My lettuce is bolting and going to seed, which we're going to save some of those seeds. I have to pull all that lettuce. It is no longer edible. It is very bitter, but the chickens will like it. All the radishes are pretty much shot. Our temps have been high heat and humidity, so I need to also start planting herbs. So we've got a lot to do and to come up with, but bear with me. Also, we went to the dentist yesterday, and I am happy to say that we are being fitted right now for my permanent. So my training wheels are about to be coming off. I'm waiting on a phone call from them to where I can set up an appointment. My next appointment is going to be an all-day visit. They're doing this to help us out because we have a 2-hour trip to my dentist. There and an hour there and back. So they are going to make it an all-day thing. This way I can do all my fit-ins and make sure everything is perfectly done. If it's smooth and easy, then here's the next step. And here's what I did not know. Unlike affordable dentures, just a little bit of information here. Affordable dentures, I've learned that they work making dentures using a machine. Where I'm going, this man is old school. This is kind of unique in the sense of how we live. We're living old school. Well, this dentistry is the same thing. They are old school. So my dentures are being handcrafted by man-made hands and not a machine. I thought that was really cool, which explains why it takes so long to do what I have to do. And it's okay because I know that when he's doing this, it's going to be good. and they really do care about me. So that is my next thing, and that does take time. Like I said, this is going to be an early morning, and it's going to be an all-day thing. It was all day yesterday, so that takes time out and doing what I have to do as well. And I promise you, bear with me, y'all. It's going to get better, I promise. I'm going to try to do a video on making pizza crust out of fresh milled flour. That, I think, is something really good for those of you who are milling your own or considering it. I'm showing you different things that you can do and that you can use just like you would regular flour. So let's get back to what today's subject is. It's Crochet Friday. I keep biting my lip, y'all, or my cheeks, sorry, and that hurts. Yeah, these things are too big now, so I'm trying to work with them. Anyways, it is Crochet Friday, so let's get started. I told you I am using 100% cotton, same as last week. We are using the same G hook and 100% cotton. The reason for it, it absorbs quite well. It lasts a good long time, and to me, this is amazing. So we are going to start with our chain of 77. We are working long ways, but unlike last week's where we worked in a circle, it was super easy. This is too, but you're going to learn how to turn. It has to be done. So, and I'm going to do my best at trying to show you how to do this. Right now, I need to find the beginning of my thread on this spool so we can get started here. Give me just a second to figure this out. There it is. Okay, so I am going to try to turn this around the best I can and see if I can show you how to start this. Like I said, we're going to start this with a chain of 77. Okay, y'all, I'm going to start from a different angle on this. So to make our beginning, we're going to take this and cross it over just like that. Run this string that's loose through the hoop, grab it with your hook, and pull into a knot. This way you got that loop on your hook. Now, holding this in place, you're going to grab your hook around that string and pop it through. That's one chain. Grab it, pop it through, 2. Grab it, pop it through, 3, 4, 5, whoops, 6. I hope you can see this. I'm trying to look at it at a different angle myself while I'm showing you this. 7, 8, 9, whoops, and 10. So now we have so far a chain of 10, but we need 77. So we will be right back. Go ahead and finish up your chain, get your 77, and we will continue to the next step. Okay, my family, so here's my chain of 77. This is quite long. So we're going to, just like last time, work from the second chain from the hook. You've got your chain piece right here. So you got 1 and 2. So this here is not a chain. This is just the holder, basically, where your needle goes. So you got one chain here at the beginning. You want to come to the second one. That's called the second chain from the hook. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our thread or our yarn, loop it over our hook, just like this. Loop it over. Now, holding that on there, run it through that second chain from your hook, pop it through, and just like you're going to stitch, you grab your yarn, pull it through that hoop, and now you got 3. 1, 2, and 3 loops. Again, run it around and pull it through all 3 of those loops. That is a half double crochet. Now I'm going to try this again on a different angle. I'm going to see how well this works, y'all, but without it getting too close and it ends up messing up here. So again, I'm going to put that loop around my hook, hold it in place, run it through my chain, loop over, pull through. I have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Loop over, pull through all 3. Again, loop over, run it through my stitch, pull it through, loop over, pull it through all 3. I'm hoping you can see this. Loop over, run it through my chain, loop over, pull through, loop over, pull through all 3. This is called a half double crochet, y'all. It's very simple once you get used to it, and see, it widens this out. This will make this pretty big in a short amount of time, considering we have to do 34 of these. So again, we're just going to, I'm hoping I can, I'm trying to see this while we're doing that. Let's see, pulling it through, loop over like this, pull it through your chain, loop over, pull it through. You got 3, loop over, pull through all 3. Just go ahead and do this around through the whole way across. Once we get to the edge, I will show you how to turn this around and what we're going to do. So it's just this, loop over, pull it through, loop over, pull it through, and through all 3. Loop over, pull it through, loop over, oops, pull it through, over, insert, loop over, pull it through, loop over, pull it through. Loop over, pop it in your stitch, loop over, pull it through, loop over, all 3. Do this just a few more times to show you as close up as I can. Loop over, pull it through your chain, loop over, pull it through. You now have 3 on your hook. Loop over, pull through all 3. Once you get the hang of this, it's super easy through here. This is another one of them stitches, y'all. We are not going from any other stitch. This is the only one we are going to work with. It just will be in a different aspect, just a moment, but still just as simple. So see, I did that a little too tight. So again, one more time, loop over, pull it through my stitch, loop over, pull it through. Got 3 on my hook, loop over, pull through. Oops, again, I got it a little too tight, all 3. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get this all the way down to the end of my chain, and when I get back, I will show you what to do next. Okay, y'all, so I'm at my last stitch, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my half double crochet in it. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Now, when you get that last stitch in there, chain 1. Now, in the situation that we've been running, let me go ahead and turn this so you can see it. We were running it across this way on our chain, and we reached the end. Well, now it's time to turn it. So we're going to take our hook and turn our piece this way. Now, you're going to find that when you look at the top of this, and I don't know if you can see it, we're going to, hopefully, we can see this pretty good. You can see the chains very well. So, you're going to be working in called the front and the back. We have the front loop right here and the back loop right there. Let me see if I can try to make this a little bit easier for you to see. Okay. Front loop is up here, and then we have a back loop back here. This is the back loop. we are going to work in this back loop all the way across. So let's try to do this again. Now we did our chain 1, but we got to do it again. Let me get my yarn situated here. Hang on, because I got crossed over. Alright, now hold on a second. Alright, now I'm going to start mine with a chain 1. That's considered our first half double crochet. It's different. I know it sounds strange, but that's just the way this runs. That would be the first one right here. Now we're going to work on the next one. You should have 76 stitches across. So now we got our basically our first one, because we did our chain 1, turned and chained 1 again. Now we're going to go into the next stitch, and we are going to take the yarn over, go through the back loop of our chain, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through all 3 again, just like so. It's the same thing, we're just working on this back end back here. So we're going to yarn over, go through that back loop, yarn over and pull it through that back loop, yarn over, all 3 again, yarn over, back loop, yarn over and pull it through it, yarn over, all 3. Now run this all the way across again. You see this beautiful design that we're having? That chain 1's in the beginning is going to keep this stitch edge straight. So we are going to go ahead. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're working on our 5th stitch, and we're going to take this all the way across for 76 stitches, and we'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, y'all, when you get to that last stitch again, you're going to go ahead, after you get them all 3 on here, do this. You get all 3 that you pulled through, chain 1, turn it around. Now, if you'll look, I want you to see something here. I'm going to try and show this to you as well. Okay, as we go here, we did our 3 in there, and then we made our chain 1 and turned it. So if you look on your hook, this piece right here at the very bottom, that's your chain. So we're working on that one already. We're going to go ahead and chain it again. So since this one's done, we're going to go to the next one. And I'm hoping you're seeing that. This one's already been taken care of through these single chains. And then we're going to go to the next one. We're going to loop over, or yarn over, pull it through that back loop, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, all 3. Now we're going to do this for 34 stitches altogether. Now this is going to be 33 from here through. Yeah, no, rows, sorry. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. Stitches. You're doing 76 stitches across, working this way through the back loop. How you know your rows? We are doing a total of 33 more rows. So we got 1, and we'll make it easier here because you see that back loop. Well, here's your design. So you got row 1, row 2. Now we're working with row 3. So you got your stitches across and rows this way. We are going to be doing a total of 36 rows. So we're going on row number 3. We're going to work on 33 more rows. Once we get all those rows done for your towel, now you can, this is just the beginning. We are making somewhat of we're just making a small hand towel, but you can make this eventually as big as you want it. So I'm just getting you through right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off up to the 36 point, and once I get my 36 rows finished, we will come back and show you how to finish this off. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to recap, because sometimes this is where we get into a lot of trouble when we try to keep these edges straight. So what you're looking for, I went and did, let me go ahead and just turn this around for a minute, pull this stitch out. So I did my 3, and then I did my chain 1, and we turn. So if you'll watch, right here is that chain 1 right there. Let's see if I can go over here. Right here is that chain 1. Let me get my fingers out of the way. I'm going to chain 1 again. Now if you'll look, watch that pattern when we bring it up. So where's the next stitch? Is right here. There's your first stitch. Here's your second immediately. Remember, we're working in back loops only through this entire thing. We're going to yarn over right there at that one stitch in the back. Go through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through all 3 again. And just do that all the way across. Now that's 2 right there. Here's your first one, your second one. That's 2. Again, number 3, back loops only, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through all 3. And then again, yarn over, back loop, pull it through, yarn over, right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, we're keeping it straight on our edges right here. So I'm hoping this, you're seeing this well, and I'm hoping you're being able to understand and see how this is working out. Now we turn this over. I am on row 1, 2, 3. We're on row 4. We want 34 altogether. That's 4. I'm working on row number 5. Sorry. So I want 34 rows altogether. So once we get to our 34th row, I'm going to stop, come back, and show you what we're going to do the edges and finish this off. So y'all, as I was saying that that's the last step, and what I'm going to do about coming back, I'm actually taking a break to go do my farm work. But I want to take you outside with me, because I want you to hear what we are having to deal with right now, and they're telling us till about July. I don't know how long we're going to be able to stand this. We are talking trillions of cicadas right now. There are little holes all over our yard where these cicadas have emerged through the ground. Now, to give you a little history of what this is, it's basically a cicada event. It's called a north and south merging. So as they merged, what it is these cicadas have been in our ground since 2011, I believe it was. They are just now emerging from the ground. And the north and south are meeting together, and they're actually mating. So what's happening at this point is, not only do we get to hear what we're hearing, and I'm going to take you outside to hear this, we are also watching a bunch of cicadas dying everywhere, because, well, technically they're emerging from the ground, they're shedding, and they're mating, and they're dying. Once they mate, they drop their eggs, and those eggs are doing what happened to the first round. They're going to the ground, they're burrowing, and they're going to stay there for several years again until there's another cicada event where the north emerges with the south. So we are a stopping point. Y'all, it is so loud we can't even hear each other talk. It is so ear-piercing. This is hard. So the only way I could tell you is I'm going to take you outside with me and see what we are having to deal with. And if I have to do this till July, I don't know if I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. This is called the cicada, to me, an infestation of one I have never witnessed before. But holy smokes, this is ear-piercing. Let's go outside for a moment. Okay, my family, so this is what we are dealing with. And oh, you can hear That ear-piercing sound. It is, oh wow, it is like super strong out here. There have been people, from what I understood, people calling 911 because there was a point, this did end up sounding like a sci-fi type of sound with UFOs. But me and my husband, and it's hard for me to talk to you right now. You can't even hear yourself think. But me and my husband try to talk out here. We can't even talk with each other. It's so bad. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the garden. We have them flying everywhere on top of all of this. It's crazy. So let me show you the garden. Okay. So here is our bush beans. And look, we're getting blooms on them. Like so. And no, these cicadas are not touching the vegetation at all. Thank God for that. But we got our cucumbers growing. My radishes are about gone. They're bolting, so I knew that was going to happen. Here is our, what do you call these again? Oh my gosh, eggplant. And look, we're getting blooms on our eggplant. We're getting blooms on our peppers, and look at these tomatoes. Holy smokes, these tomatoes. And hopefully these cicadas are not touching my tomatoes, because that would make me sick. I'm running you through here, y'all. Hang on a second. Look how pretty, y'all. These are amazing. This is the first time I actually aromatype, but these are San Marzanos. This is the first time I actually got to see them grow. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is the year of, I don't know how to describe everything, which we had told y'all everything started early in our life here. This was, oh my gosh, this was our bok choy, and it bolted so fast, there was no keeping it. So yeah, I'm losing these too. We are losing a lot of our, oh my gosh almighty. We are losing a lot of our fall crops because our spring crops actually is bolting so fast because it got so hot too quickly. And here is the other San Marzano tomatoes. They're doing quite well over here as well. And they're starting to catch up and actually put on blooms. So, and then we've got them back yonder over here too. And we got our pole beans. Let me show you that one. Okay, so here is our run of pole beans running through here. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is ear piercing. Like seriously loud to our ears. I try not to stay out here too much because of this, but yeah, we've got pole beans climbing here. And then I saw we have watermelon. Right there. There's some right there. There's some more right there. So we got some baby watermelon growing on top of it. See these cicada cases where they're actually shedding? They're everywhere. We have cicada cases everywhere where they're shedding. Now let me see if I can try to find you some that are live, because they're flying everywhere. Let's see. I know I had some more. Yeah, there's another. Right here, right there is another watermelon. Okay, y'all, so I actually found a cicada. These are actually two different kinds. There are some, and I'm thinking this is what they're saying from the north and the south. This one here has yellow eyes. Let's see if I can go right here. See that one right there? That's one of them. And then there's another one with red eyes, and I'm trying to see if I can find that one. But we have two different breeds around here. No, just like that one. There's that one there. Now I'm going to go see if I can find the red one. Give you an example of all where the shedding is. See all that big clumps? I mean, they're on everything. Every vegetation we have. They are just everywhere. They're on our chicken coops. They're on every one of our plants, our trees. It's everywhere. It feels like an invasion of cicadas. All right, y'all. Here is one of the red ones. I'm trying to, there you go. That's the red-eyed one. And they are everywhere. We are walking on these things and everything. That's the two different kinds we have. The red eyes and the other ones are like a tan brown eyes. But they are also dying off. So, I guess after they mate and after they spread their or lay their eggs, they literally die. Okay, my family, I had to come inside. My ears are ringing. Yeah, I've got to go back out there and finish off my farm work, but I wanted to take you out with me because it is such a beautiful day, and normally we're outside on the farm. Well, I wanted to show you why I'm being creative more indoors than I am outdoors right now. On top of the one other thing I'm dealing with, this is the other. And it really, really makes it hard to make videos because I can barely hear myself talk, let alone hear anything else because it is so deafening. I never thought, we've had cicadas before, but not like this. And holy smokes. But I thought I'd give you an example of what we're dealing with. So, don't know if anybody else in your area, let me know in the description below if you are going through the same thing. I do know, as far as I understand, it's a lot of us southern folks right now who are going through this. We are the merging point for both north and south. So, who else is going through with what I am? Because this is crazy, y'all. Alright, y'all, we are going to pretend that I have done all 36 rows and of my towel, and now I'm going to fasten off the ends and make my edging. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to do this edging. Alright, we're going to take it to the end like I showed you before with our 3. Let me go ahead and do it this way again. I'm going around here. We got our 3 here, so now we're going to do our chain 1 and turn. We are now going to do what's called a single crochet, which you all should know this one by now, taking in each hole where there's like each of the chain top that you've seen here where you did the back loop only. Well, we're just going to go through both of them now. Yarn over, pull through, go through both. That's your single stitch. Pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and sew. Next stitch, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through. Now you're going to do this single stitch all the way across to the end of this row, just like so. Let's see, I missed one. Yep, there it is. But like I said, you're going to take the single stitch all the way across the row, and once you get this done, I will show you what to do next, because we're going to do this all the way around your towel. Remember though, you're going to have a lot bigger towel than I have right now. I'm just showing you what the next steps are to this, because this video can take an awful long time otherwise. So I'm just doing sampler for you while you're doing the entire pattern. So once I get this done, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we reached a corner, and you're going to do what I'm fixing to show you. Move this over here. You're going to do this on every corner all the way around your towel. So we're at the corner here. So I'm going to single stitch, put your hook through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through. There's one, and you're going to do it in the same stitch again twice, just like so. Now the next stitch, you're going to pop that through here. Now these ends could be kind of tricky, so just look for your stitching. Yarn over after you put the hook through, and then next go about the next one all the way to the edge of your corner. When you hit your corner again, you're going to do 2 single crochet on that corner all the way around till you have them on all 4 corners. So I'm in this one here. Once you reach the edge, you're going to attach it with a slip stitch. I'm going to try and take you around to there I'm not going to tie this off because I am going to come back and finish this, but I'm going to show you what to do when you get to that end, and then you're going to take it from there. Okay, here's my corner again. So in the same stitch that I picked up, you're going to go ahead and do 2 single crochets on those corners, then go to the next stitch, single crochet, and what you're doing is leaving an edging just like that, a nice clean edging across here, as you can see that. So that's what you're going to do on your corners. This allows it to curve over without crimping it. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to swing this around again and show you we are at the very edge. Now this is the one where we did the chain 1, but now we're going to connect them. This will be the chain 2 in that corner. So we're going to insert our hook into that that first chain that we started with. We're going to yarn over and draw it through both. That's called a slip stitch. And we're going to join them together. You're therefore going to yarn over, pull it through that one, and at this point you'll cut it off and pull it all the way through, pull it, tie it off, and then weave in your ends, and your towel will be finished. Now I'm not doing that because I'm going to come back and finish my towel, but that's how you do this. Okay, my family, so I'm hoping that this one was a little bit better to see. Like I said, you can make this towel a whole lot bigger, you can make it a lot longer, you can make it a lot wider. This is an area where you choose how you're going to do it. I just gave you a basic pattern. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I will go ahead and put the pattern down in the description box below for you. And next week's Crochet Friday, we're not going to actually do a project like this. We're going to do a sample, and I'm going to teach you how to do double crochet. This one was half crochet. I'm going to teach you a double crochet. And once you learn that stitch, I want you to turn around and you can do another towel with it. You can do whatever you want with it, but that's going to be a practice. Also, be prepared and have paper and pen ready, as I am going to give you abbreviations and teach you how to read a pattern to the best of your ability. So, look forward to this for next week, Friday. Lord's willing, we'll be able to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start supper because I got to get pizza crust ready. So I love you. I'm going to get this one uploaded for you. And until next time, much love from Parton's Heritage Homestead.